Eve got a bad rap for giving in to temptation in the Garden of Eden, and thus ruining everything for humankind. She wasn't the only woman to be demonized by the Bible, however. Delilah was portrayed as the temptress who stole Samson's power. Salome was responsible for severing the head of John the Baptist, and even Mary Magdalene found herself cast in the role of the prostitute who fell in love with Jesus. But ancient pagan civilizations were well aware of the power of the divine feminine. Hence, the array of so many formidable goddesses and high priestesses appearing throughout ancient myth and fable. Even in shamanic traditions, the most powerful shamans are acknowledged to be women, and it is also recognized that the power of the male shaman draws from feminine energy. Is it any wonder then that as religions took hold as a way to control the masses, women found working with pagan magic rituals were labeled as witches and burned at the stake? The number 13 also became associated with bad luck, being the day that Jesus was crucified. And the Knights Templar, defenders of the Holy Grail and protectors of Mary Magdalene, who fled to France after the crucifixion, were massacred on Friday the 13th. Yet 13 is also the number of the phases of the moon in a solar year, and therefore the number has a direct connection to the divine feminine, the balancing of the yin moon to the yang masculine sun energy. While the yang masculine prefers to work in straight lines, the feminine energy expresses itself in spirals, as can be seen throughout Mother Nature. It can also be seen in the orbit of the planet Venus, as we have already observed, which weaves a 5-pointed star in the heavens as viewed from Earth, the same 5-pointed star as found in many flowers, including ayahuasca, the plant known to be the direct route to the goddess via shamanic ritual involving this so-called medicine plant. The 5-pointed star symbol of Venus was also upturned to symbolize the devil, representing the fall of Lucifer, the brightest angel in the heavens who fell into darkness and became Satan. There is an ancient Mayan prophecy that speaks of human societies splitting into two paths, that of the eagle and that of the condor. The path of the condor is the path of the heart, of intuition, and of the feminine. The path of the eagle is the path of the mind, of the industrial, and of the masculine. The prophecy says that the 1490s would begin a 500-year period during which the eagle people would become so powerful that they would virtually drive the condor people out of existence. This can be seen in the conquering of the Americas and the killing and oppressing of the indigenous peoples in the subsequent 500 years, up to and including today. The prophecy says that during the next 500-year period, beginning in 1990, the potential would arise for the eagle and the condor to come together, to fly in the same sky, and to create a new level of consciousness for humanity. An interesting turning point came on 21/12/2012, painted by many doommongers to be the end of days, but in fact, the ending was of the 5,126-year cycle in the Mayan calendar, predicted to herald the beginning of a new era for humankind. In the Tarot, derived from the ancient Egyptian wisdom stream, the number 1 symbolizes the divine masculine, represented by the magician, and the number 2 symbolizes the divine feminine, represented by the high priestess, both rulers of the 4th dimension, the realm of magic, and secret, sacred power. The next 2 cards are the Empress and Emperor, Queen and King of the material earthly realm. On 21/12/2012, the feminine 2 energy overtook the male 1 energy, and the 12/21 polarity was reversed to 21 12. Interesting also that in this ancient deck, the number 12 is symbolized by the Hanged Man, representing individual spiritual enlightenment, while 21 is the world, the final card in the major arcana, the card which follows judgment and which could be said to symbolize the end of humankind's torturous journey through the material realm challenges into ascension, or the revelation of the higher dimensions. Interesting also that the card for death is number 13. During the past decades, as material realm wealth and power reached their acme, it's also interesting how many women, like Boudica and Athena before them, were drawn into working from their masculine energy in the fight to achieve equality and success. But in this new era, we are seeing the revival of the divine feminine energy in both women and men, a softening, healing return to compassion, transparency, flexibility, and forgiveness. Any mother can see that behind every angry, tough guy is a little boy longing to be told that he is safe and loved. It's the feminine energy that is now needed to rebalance and restore harmony on planet Earth.